What's up? DK here, continuing my campaign. Mission 11, Deterioration. A few days after the E5 Labs incident, the secret experiments of the righteous attack a mercantile city owned by the Louvresque, an important trading ally. Deterioration. Gentlemen, I call you here on behalf of my consortium, the Louvresque. I am Recruit Master Absalom Babanu. As I mentioned just now, I represent the Louvresque. The reason I called you here today is for one thing, Zerg. Zerg?
And what does that have to do with us, Mr. Babanu?
With all due respect, Commander Kinsley, your Zerg experiments went berserk in one of my mercantile cities of New Leon.
On what premise are you implying that those were from our organization?
I have already spoken to your superior, Captain Bearer, of the situation. It has been substantiated that the Zerg are from your organization, especially from your forces.
What? That can't be right.
So, why am I here then, Mr. Babby New? Babinu. Captain Bear has instructed me to notify you, Commander Hort, to aid Commander Kinsley's forces.
And what exactly is this aid going to be?
That you are to investigate New Leon and dispose any of your experiments that are lurking in the city. Well, that should be too bad then. Then I bid you good luck, gentlemen.
I don't like the tone of his, that Babanu.
Well, Donald, I'll send Lieutenant Gant to help out your forces. Just let me know when you're going to send your guys to the city.
Thanks for that, Dean. Lieutenant, come down to my office in 10 minutes. We'll further discuss the preparation for New Land.
Oh man, French words are pretty hard to pronounce. Investigate the city, Cooper must survive. The entrance to the city should be close. Sir, where's Lieutenant Gant?
Right away.
She should be already in the city. Let us make haste. So this is a micro mission, as evidenced by the lack of SCVs or a base. And as always, we have the same Kevin Cooper with same stats right here. His second iteration of stats, I mean. And this is where we first meet Mr. Alfonso King. Alf, what are you doing here? Commander Zed ordered me to assist you in carrying the city. Have you seen her yet? Not yet. I was about to return back to home base for more reinforcement. There are too many experiencers right now in the city. I suggest we ask for more troops. I brought the best soldiers for this task. We're going in there right now. Feel free to join us, Alf. You are several ranks higher than me. If that's an order, then I'll have to comply. Glad to have you, Alf.
Of course, Commander. Go ahead.
Mr. Alfonso King now must survive. He was also shown in the very first map of this campaign, the prelude. So now it's Cooper and King must survive. Instead of Cooper must survive.
Yes.
We're gonna put him in the back and lead with the other units. These experiments just now seem a bit different. We better tread lightly. Alright, so I guess which way should I venture forth this time? I'll venture to the left side first. I think I ventured to the right in my non-commentary version. So I'll go around this time.
What do you need? I'll take fire now.
So yeah, our body units are 2-2 upgraded, but mech is 3-3. I love you, Margaret! Rip. We can ignore them. That's just the cutscene that I made.
Yes.
Protect the civilians at all costs!
Give me some tissue.
This is becoming too dangerous. We at least should go back and reinforce more troops. No, we need to help these people now. Who knows how many more survivors we can rescue. You said it, Mr. Kevin Cooper. Now let's rescue these civilians. They ran away from here. They were over here and then they ran here. And now they'll just... Okay, they're... Yeah, see right there. And now they'll just run back. They'll get to here. That's how I set the trigger. So they're fine now. I'll just zigzag through. So yeah, if you're wondering, oh DK, how did you do this kind of training? That is achieved by using the advanced map editor, or in this case SEM Draft 2. Ouch, lost all my fire bets. And this is called an extended terrain. It's not that hard actually, but we can also cloak Kevin Cooper, so to like move the Ultralisk from being too aggressive. But I'm not gonna do that. I was thinking of like disabling cloak, but I think that would have been too hard for your casual players. And of course, hey, over here! They're infested. Careful! Yeah. So that's a trap right there. I'm not gonna load. Just gonna keep going. Rest assured, we'll be fine. So yeah, there was supposed to be like some kind of a trigger action, but it doesn't. It happens if you go from over here to there. But if you go from here to there, it'll just have this mini map there. But I'm gonna just leave it like that. Help us, please! So once the barricades are destroyed, those Zerglings will attack the bunker, but the barricades have 10 armor, so they're pretty resilient. You are safe now. Get as far away from the city. Here's some other units that we can rescue. We'll loop around real soon. And here's another cutscene. What is that man doing? No, don't do it! Committing suicide. Jesus. Why? Damn it. Yeah, so that was just depicting like some random civilians like falling off from the building, suiciding. It's better to go that way instead of getting, getting eaten by the Zerg. So they could have rescued him, but it was too late. And then there used to be an infested terrain here, but when we rescued the civilians just now, you'll pretty much know what happened to those poor civilians. An abandoned SCV? No, it's an automated SCV. Let me turn it on. So what that means is that we have to actually bring Mr. Alfonso King to there. And while we're doing that, we can check his stats here. That's better. Can fix my Goliath now. So yeah, Alfonso King will reoccur later on too, but he won't have any stats upgrade. This is his fixed HP, armor, attack damage, and whatnot. It's a regular Goliath kind of ish, but it has a lot more HP than normal. So
I'll take care of it.
oh, that was not good. I'll lead with Mr. Kevin Cooper then. And we also get a limited amount of resources, so we should be careful.
You got it. Right away.
So yeah, this is where we just came from. We just like basically like looped our way through. Kevin Cooper has 27 kills, Alfonso King too. And as Donald, what's his face? Commander Hork said, Lieutenant Gan's gonna also appear here.
I'll take care of it.
Get out of here! Move now! Oh, that poor civilian just got roasted by the splash damage.
What do you need?
Okay, so now we'll just venture forth back.
How can I be of service?
So yeah, not much going on here. This city is called New Leon, which I named it so because I was when I was making this, I was playing Civilization 5, and I was playing France sometimes for the Civ, and then there's a city called Leon, I think, and then I was thinking, oh, you know, if there's a New Gettysburg and New Jersey, why not New Leon, you know? And obviously the Louvresque, the Lou with the SQE, that's also from France, in case you haven't noticed. Good to see more Lieutenant Gan soldiers alive. Wait, what about me? Given the map of the city's exit. You'll be safe, sir. Just follow that map's direction.
Of course.
So yeah, they apparently gave the map to the civilian, and now he'll just exit out to here. Oh, that was very, very close. Actually, okay, that was fine. We can also loop around here now.
Of course. I'll take care of it.
And yeah, there was supposed to be some kind of action stuff going on, but if you get close to these units, they'll just, you know, the Marines and the civilians will just lead the units out.
I'll take care of it.
What's this? More people from the righteous. We're here to help. What is your status? My patrols and I were separated from Lieutenant Gan. We just recently fortified our position. Where is Lieutenant Gan? I'm not too sure. We weren't separated for that long. How long? About 5 minutes ago. That is not good. We shouldn't worry too much about her. She can take care of herself. You're right. Let's... Okay, we'll let the loose patrols and guards tank the Hydralisk attacks. If what the patrol said is true, we shouldn't be too far from Carrier's position. Indeed, you're right, Mr. Alfonso King. Oh, whoops. Some bad micro right there. So, and if you're wondering, oh, how come these aren't like supply depots but barricades? It's just to show that the people in this town, the city, mercantile, whatever, like had to like set up some fortifications you know, defense here and there. And in a use map, in most use map setting types of maps, supply depots were used as like barricades for like survival maps and stuff like that. So that's a little bit of, you know,
Take care of it.
like a tribute to stuff like that.
You got it. Right away.
Okay, gotta be careful.
You got it. Of course. You got it. I'll take care of it. Right away.
Fun thing about lurkers is that
Can I be of service?
when the lurker's spine projectile is like, you know, shooting, and if it dies at the same time, it will do 2 times the damage. So normally lurkers do 20 damage, but if you kill the lurker while it shoots its spine, it will do 40 damage. So that's just another thing, another trivia about StarCraft 1 there. Some kind of bug, I guess, but who knows? Who knows? Whoa! Oh, excuse me, guys. I didn't meant to do that, but it just happened. Okay, there should be an investigator here, or maybe I'm tripping. It's been a while, so I forgot.
Your forces are under attack.
Okay, Alfonso King took some damage, but nothing that he can handle. We're just clearing out the experiments of the righteous in this Louvresque ally town. Nice medic wall here. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Took too much damage for comfort. Okay, we'll leave with Mr. Kevin Cooper here. And this is the entrance to the next part of the mission, but we don't want to get there yet. We're going to need to find another way after getting rid of these experiments. So yes, we can either get here right now, or we can just like go like explore the city more, because basically it's investigate the city.
Right away.
So that's what we're gonna do.
Got it.
So unlike in the non-commentary video of this mission, I'm just like taking my time more.
Right away.
What is this place? Must be the city's repository station.
How can I be of service?
Repository, depository, they're the same thing. So
I'm here.
yep.
You got it. What do you need?
Hey, who are you? Put your gun down. We're from the righteous. We're here to help. Hell, I thought all of you fellas were dead, except for those 4. You and the other guards should escort the civilians out of the city. If you see the experiments, just run. So when that guard was saying, the news guard was saying, those 4 is this guy, this guy, is this guy. Okay, we have to rescue this, and that. This one Marine hiding behind the depository. And random sunken colony spawned here. That's why the depository was absent. Oh, we don't want our fresh medic to die. So yeah, and once again, those civilians and whatnot will go all the way over there and run out of the city. We can keep exploring. There's also another entrance over here, but I blocked it off with Dark Templar walls. So that just means can't go over here yet. And yeah, and then they'll say something about that too. I don't think we should enter here. Alright, this medic needs some energy.
You got it.
This medic too, so we'll just...
I'm here.
Go ahead, Commander. Give me some of this shit.
Yes, Captain. I'm here.
Now imagine if there are no medics.
Right away.
Right away, sir. Where does it hurt?
I'm here. I'll take care of it.
Bless you.
I'm here.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, TACOM.
Yes, Captain. I'll take care of it. Yes.
So we just rescued more units and we're off to other places. And these three will once again exit out.
Medical emergency.
What do you need?
Jacked up and good to go.
A telecom beacon. Is it working? It's functional. Hello? Anyone read? What the hell? Who is this? I'm Lieutenant Kevin Cooper of the Righteous. I'm here with my squad to investigate New Leon. What is your status? The Zerg infested most of the downtown. We have currently blockaded the entrance to the trade center. I suggest extreme caution if you are planning to come to this area. Understood. We'll be there soon.
Your forces are under attack.
Oh no, that's not good. So telecommunication beacon,
How can I be of service?
and those X-rays just came out from that abandoned storage, the abandoned building here.
Right away.
And this lurker is stuck.
I'll take care of
Don't need to kill it. And then there's one brave firebat here by himself, injured.
Did someone pay?
It's just to make the.
it. How can I be
It's to make the. It's to make the
Forces are under attack.
map a bit more, you know, realistic-ish, kind of. Like
be of service?
these injured units have their own story to tell and whatnot.
Right away. You got it. Of course.
And then here are some like lurkers here with their lurker eggs, mating or whatever you want to call it, reproduce.
Of course. Got it. Of
Oh
course.
gosh, that wasn't the plan.
Of course. I'll take care of it.
Lurker eggs. And we also ran out of resources to repair Alfonso King, but that's fine. And yes. So why is the sky blue Terran called Louvresque? Once again, I was like designing them with the idea of with some familiarity in Civ 5, because in Civilization 5 the France country the French are colored as sky blue, so I figured they should be too, but instead of, you know, I should call them something else, so I named them after a wonder called like the Lou, I don't know how to pronounce this correctly, but the Lou silent E or something, Louvre, or Louvre, I don't know, but so yeah. And I just added an extra SQE, something like that. Yes, yeah, so. The infestation is high here. Let's turn around. So what that means is that there's another Dark Templar wall here. And the buildings are untargetable, so that means we have to walk back all the way to where this entrance was.
I'm here.
So yeah, we didn't need to come here in the first place, but I'm just like destroying all
I'll take
the little nooks and crannies of this
I'm here.
particular mission.
Got it. How can I be of
I really enjoyed designing this particular micro map, because I don't know, it felt like I was creating some kind of, like I was calling back to the old survival type of RPG, like use map setting map modes that I witnessed when I was like a kid, you know, playing StarCraft 1 a lot back in the days. So like Kevin Cooper said earlier, like these sunken colonies, we can't get through it, they're invincible, so they'll immediately get roasted.
Yes, Captain.
I mean, we can like at least move Kevin Cooper to this area, but
Yes, Captain.
it's not intended for Kevin Cooper or like Alfonso King to just rush through here. I probably should have made like invisible walls here just to prevent the players from rushing through, because that would break the trigger. But
Yes, Captain.
you know, when the buildings are invincible like this, you're supposed to go to the other way, like a normal player, you know. So this is where we're supposed to head, and all of a sudden we come up we find ourselves getting trampled by 2 Ultralisks that micro as best as possible. Okay, like so. Didn't suffer any casualties there because I microed my Marines efficiently. And onward. Yo, it's Carrie. Let's go. And here is Miss Carrie Gann, Lieutenant Gann. That was close. Huh? Carrie, you're alive. What? Of course I am. What are you doing here? And is that Alfonso? Why didn't you wait for me at the city's entrance? Sorry, I was waiting until I saw a local resident here getting attacked by the experienced. I just had to go in and help. That sounds like her, alright. Is that all you have left in your squad? Yeah, I mean, I had a dozen men with me, but we got separated when we were helping out the Louvresque patrols. Glad you're safe at least. And now Gann must survive. I'm gonna hotkey them together, Kevin Cooper and Lieutenant Gann. Like so. And yes, and there's also another little bit of Easter egg here. Not really an Easter egg, but we can also bring our Marine here and something happens. You must be from the righteous. Go around up the ramp to come in here. And then of course there's always explore your surroundings. You get free minerals and gas. So that's obviously for Alfonso King. But this is virtually worthless if the SCV is dead. But you know, I got my SCVs alive, so for now it's alright. And now we just need to walk all the way there. We don't necessarily need to move click our heroes here, because once one of these units get to this seasick, look at all this infestation. It's repulsive. Once one unit gets here near the tank, then it'll just immediately teleport the heroes to there. So, and of course you can see like some of the righteous units like gather over here in the trade center, as this guy up over here said. Well, if it isn't the righteous, what took you so damn long? Are you the one in charge here? What is happening here? I am Martin Castex. My guards and patrols came as soon as possible after your horrible experiments went berserk in the city. I ordered everyone to wait here until proper help comes. I just can't believe you people took your sweet time coming here. Watch how you speak, you little... Alfonso, stop. Alf! We came here as soon as we could, so you rescued most of the survivors in the downtown area? Not quite. There are still some of the residents who are surrounded in one of the city's alleys. They're not too far away, according to one of the residents we rescued here. Do you know the specifics of this alley? If I knew, I wouldn't have told you this, wouldn't I? We'll find and escort the residents back here. We apologize for the current situation. You think your petty apology is going to do anything here? Just go and bring back those residents, if they're even alive. I already don't like that, man. They broke through the barricades! How did they... Come on guys, let's help them. We could use some help from these guys. And now all of a sudden our men are teleported here, and now we have a new mission objective. Find the remaining survivors. So when they said the downtown area, obviously this is what they're referring to. This is the downtown area here. This is the trade center area. These helpless, hapless civilians and medics, which are also known as civilians, are scared to death. So now we just need to find the Louvresque residents. And over here, we can't go here yet because the sunken colony is invulnerable. And we're gonna keep repairing Alfonso King. So the remaining survivors are somewhere over here. I made it so that it's very easy to find. So you don't know where to go. Like if we bring our, okay, we can kill that first actually. Good thing we're 2-2 upgraded.
Yes, Captain.
Monitor of the heat. Fire it up. Naturally.
Your forces are under attack.
You got my attention.
And these are infested Goliaths and infested vultures just now. There they are. Let's move quickly. So if you get all the way through here, you'll see the sunken colonies are still invulnerable. That means this is not the way. That means it should be over here, but you know, we just got here, so basically the civilians, the remaining survivors are over there. So you wanna go rescue them right now?
Where does it hurt? I'm waiting on you. Did someone page me?
It's barricaded right here. Thanks for the help, but who are you guys? We're from the righteous. We're here to help. Come follow us. You're all safe now.
Yes, Captain.
Escort the remaining survivors back to the trade center area. At least 7 survivors must survive. So 7 of these units need to get to the trade center area. And all of a sudden, zerglings pop out, ghosts pop out, and that's what happens. So we want to load back like that. So this is obviously scripted attack triggered. But now, yeah, that was just a little bit, you know, surprise moment there. But we basically completed this new mission objective.
Need medical attention?
So we just found
Page me.
more people there. Wow, I am surprised. You actually brought back the remaining residents. We certainly did. What do you plan to do now? Hell if I know. The fastest way to get out of the city is through the west exit point. However, that place is infested with all the damn secret experiments. We'll just have to wait here and pray for a miracle. Was there another attack here while we were gone? Don't you see what happened here? You obnoxious little... You try to talk like that again, I'll smash your... That's enough, Alf. Look, we're all tired here. I suggest you cooperate and we'll get through this together. I don't understand why my recruit master called you folks for help. This ally business is more of a damn liability. Please, sir, we're trying our best here to save everyone in the city. Bah! Whatever. You guys are on your own. My people are going to stay here until the west exit point is safe to go through. We'll just have to improvise.
What do you need?
State the nature of your medical.
Destroy the infestation area blocking the west exit. So this is the west exit. Gotta get past through the downtown area here. So,
Need medical attention?
and now we move on forward.
State the nature
So,
of your medical
the sunken colony is now vulnerable. So there are 2 ways to approach this. Okay, we gotta bring our heroes. And now we also have vision of these units. Castex moved over here. In my first iteration of this mission, I used to make this guy like just vulnerable, but you know.
the nature of your medical.
But then like if a player gets too angry with this guy's attitudes, like someone might lock him down and that would have messed up the trigger, so I just like made him unclickable. So this guy's invulnerable. But you know, there's still like a trigger that I made that if the siege tank dies then the mission ends, but
Where does it hurt?
it's still in here inside this in the trigger code, but
State the nature.
it's that's basically impossible to happen. It won't happen. And as you've noticed, the 3 sunken colonies are gone. That means we can now take our time to just get rid of the infestation over here, destroy the, you know, blocking the west exit. So, and we shall. Oh, Mr. Kevin Cooper, why are you all the way over there? And those Zerglings just came out from that door, do that. The infested vulture, same damage, same armor, but more HP.
Forces are under attack.
can lock them down, but
Got it.
it's not that necessary. We have to be very careful with this macro potion. Oh, that was close. So yeah, the infested Goliath and Vulture, they just have more HP. That's it. But nothing too much different. And of course, they're the same color as the experiments. Okay, that's not good. We can cloak our heroes and just do that. And all of the units are patrolling around. And yeah, in case you've noticed, some random Louvresque factories here infested with the other stuff. Okay, we did it here. We're also running low on resources, but once we destroy like certain amount of buildings here, these units will come. Oh, okay, they're coming now, so that means we basically completed the mission in some aspect. So yeah, they're coming here. Even the guy that was on top of the beacon came down and are gonna help. And here's Mr. Castex leading the way, Martin. Oh, that was unfortunate, but get the idea here. This guy's helping out the racist French guy. I think we did it. Those infested Goliath pilots were scary. I'll contact my commander. Everyone should be safe now. Mission complete. Good to see a job well done. So yeah, that basically completes this. A very big on the micro portion. Oh man, I keep coughing. Oh. Anyway, yeah, we're the Righteous, the Renegade experiments. They're supposed to be the pet Zerg experiments under control of the Righteous, but something horrible went wrong. And of course, the ally of the Righteous called the Louvresque. The QUE, the SQUE makes it, instead of just without just being Louvre, it's gonna be just Louvresque or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, 34 minutes. Pretty sure this took like 40 minutes while I was like talking a bit more and stuff. But I hope you guys enjoyed this part of the mission. I think this was one of my favorite missions that I played and created, at least for this campaign. But anyway, DK signing off.